I'm going to teach you how to do an exercise called blank canvas that helps organizations to see where they can improve. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I'm going to just act like you're the client, I think, most of the time. So who here has any procedures or systems, meaning something that is repeatable and involves collaboration, that could potentially be improved? And if people's hands aren't up, right, you get to, I might say, like, I know all of you because you're good at what, don't look at how many hands are actually raised, meaning don't call people out. All of you, when you are using your critical thinking skills, are able to think about ways systems could potentially be improved. So we're going to try something. Okay, so I want you all to think about brushing your teeth because I know you all do it, or you should, twice a day, right? What are the steps involved in brushing your teeth? I'm going to say one of the first steps is turning on the water. Okay? I'm going to say the second step is, and you can just walk through this, is picking up my toothbrush and putting toothpaste onto it. The third is brushing my teeth, hopefully for 2 minutes, but probably not. The third is turning the water again on and rinsing. And the last one is wiping my mouth on the towel. Could everybody agree that those might be the steps? Okay, so I want to give you a simple example because now what I'm going to have you do is take a look at one of your procedures. And this is where, as the facilitator, hopefully they should have already given us some procedures for us to examine. Okay, so table number 1, you're going to be looking at your procedure or system of blah, 2, blah, 3, blah. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you a bunch of steps. So I want you to, no, let's just give them one step first. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to ask for you to do is think about all the steps personally. Don't share yet. This part is really important that you do this on your own first. Think about all the steps involved. I want you to take at least 5 Post-it notes from your table because you'll need at least 5 steps, but then you can grab more. What you're going to do, and you might even say, don't grab them yet, but that's going to be the first thing. Then what you're going to do is you're going to write a picture on each Post-it note, not words. Okay, you might put one word might show up on there if it's like the name of the form or something, but you're drawing a picture of the form. And I want you to go from start to finish. Before you start, let me show you an example. And that's where, if you don't mind, ahead of time, maybe drawing out the toothbrushing steps that you've just talked through, and really you as the facilitator taking a real live photo of it and then inserting it into the PowerPoint so they can see this Post-it has a picture of you turning on the water. There's a picture of you putting toothpaste on or whatever. So then they will understand. Okay, so now we're going to have three different components. I'm just sharing this as the facilitator. So I would... so that you know that there's going to be 3 parts. Okay, so for the next 4 minutes, I want you to draw in pictures all the steps, at least 5 steps. Go. Make sure you do this on your own. You're not sharing with each other just yet. Okay, so you time them for 4 minutes. Now, okay, great. Now the next step is, in a moment, you're going to, let's have one table leader. The table leader is going to be the person who's been in your organization the longest. For the next 5 minutes, because it's going to be 4 minutes, 5 minutes, and 6 minutes. So for the next 5 minutes, I'm going to ask for you to get together as a team. This probably involves all of you standing up, and you need to find a blank canvas, hence the name of the exercise. So either a wall or your table. If they can do a table, it's better, because depending on the quality of the Post-it notes and the texture of the wall, sometimes things fall off of the wall. And I'm going to ask you to look at all the Post-it notes everybody has and figure out how to put them now all in order, throwing away any redundancies. If there's something where it's the same picture, it's both turning on the water to brush your teeth, pick whichever one you like more and use that one. So then you're going to put all the steps together. Does anyone have any questions on that before we get started? Now here's also where you can start to say, the reason we're doing this is because, one, we're going to identify any redundancies, places where we're wasting time, steps that aren't actually necessary. It helps us to be critical thinkers. Secondly, because it helps us identify any communication issues. And third, it helps us recognize new opportunities, perhaps how to do things better, more streamlined, more efficient. Okay, so you've only got 5 minutes for this. It's not a lot of time. Go. And now they do it. And now, quite frankly, you could just keep your eye on, I don't know if 5 minutes is the right number of minutes, so keep your eye on them and just extend the time. You don't have to tell them that you're extending it by a minute or two if need be. But give them a 30-second warning before you're done. Okay, get all your final ones in place. Okay, awesome. And then maybe pre-ask one table to talk you through. Would you mind, I know everybody can't see yours, but would you mind telling us all your steps first? What was the procedure you were doing? Okay, talk us through. Great, so then people can hear from another table. Now the third and final step is that same table leader. Would you make sure there's a scribe? It doesn't have to be you, but I want you to keep the conversation going. And the topic now is for us to evaluate what's working and what might we want to change, and have a conversation. When we're done with that conversation, I'm going to ask everybody to do like a 1-minute report out. I'm going to ask the table leader if they can report out. So that's the whole thing. And then hopefully it'll be awesome. Okay, thanks.